You may be eating eggs, chicken, Greek yogurt, or even a protein shake every day, and yet your legs still feel weaker. Perhaps getting out of a chair takes more effort. Stairs feel steeper than they used to, or carrying groceries suddenly feels like a workout. If that sounds familiar, the answer may not be to keep adding more and more protein. Protein matters, but after age 60, protein by itself is often not enough to preserve strength. Your muscles also need the right signal: enough energy, proper recovery, and protection from several hidden problems that can quietly accelerate muscle loss. In this video, I'll show you 5 things that help turn the protein you eat into stronger, more useful muscle. I'll also give you a simple one-day meal plan and show you a 30-second chair test that can help you track your leg strength at home. Stay with me, because number 5 is the one many people miss, even when their diet looks perfect. Before we begin, tell me in the comments, what is your age and what everyday activity has become harder for you? Standing up, climbing stairs, walking, or carrying bags? Your answer may help someone else realize they are not alone. My name is Dr. Richard. Let's begin. Why protein alone may not be enough. Your muscles are constantly being broken down and rebuilt. Dietary protein supplies amino acids, the raw materials your body uses during that rebuilding process. But a pile of building materials does not construct a house by itself. You still need workers and instructions. For muscle, one of the most powerful instructions is resistance, asking the muscle to produce force against a load. As we get older, muscle can become less responsive to the same amount of protein and activity. Researchers often call this anabolic resistance. It does not mean your muscles are incapable of becoming stronger. It means the signal may need to be clearer and more consistent.
This is why simply drinking a shake while remaining inactive may produce disappointing results. The shake can be useful if it fills a genuine gap in your diet, but it cannot replace the physical signal that tells your body, we still need this muscle. So here is the first thing to do. Number 1. Give your muscles a strength signal. Walking is excellent for your heart, circulation, mood, and endurance. Please keep walking if you can do so safely. But walking and strength training do different jobs. Walking may not challenge every major muscle enough to preserve strength on its own. At least twice each week, include movements that make your muscles work against resistance. You do not need a gym, and you do not need to lift extremely heavy weights. You can begin with 5 simple movements. First, sit to stands from a sturdy chair for your thighs and hips. Second, wall push-ups for your chest, shoulders, and arms. Third, heel raises while holding a counter for your calves. Fourth, resistance band rows for your back. And fifth, low step-ups while holding a stable rail. Begin at a level you can control. For many beginners, 1 or 2 sets of 8 to 12 careful repetitions is a reasonable starting point. The final few repetitions should feel challenging, but your movement should remain controlled and pain-free. When 12 repetitions become easy, make the exercise slightly harder. Add a little resistance, slow the lowering phase, increase the range of motion, or add another set. That gradual increase is important. Repeating an exercise that never feels challenging may maintain confidence and movement, but it gives the body less reason to build additional strength. If you have chest pain, severe breathlessness, dizziness, an unstable joint, a recent operation, or a high fall risk, ask your doctor or physical therapist for an appropriate starting plan. Number 2. Stop saving most of your protein for dinner. Many older adults eat very little protein in the morning, a modest amount at lunch, and nearly all of it at dinner. Breakfast may be toast and coffee. Lunch may be soup or a small sandwich. Then dinner includes a large piece of meat or fish. Total daily protein remains the most important nutrition target, and the science on perfect meal timing is not settled. But spreading protein across the day is a practical way to give your muscles several opportunities to receive amino acids, while avoiding the need to force an enormous portion into one meal. A useful general range for many healthy older adults is around 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. For someone who weighs 70 kilograms, or about 154 pounds, that is approximately 70 to 84 grams per day. This is not a prescription for everyone. Your needs can change with illness, body size, activity, appetite, and kidney or liver disease. If you have kidney disease or have been told to limit protein, speak with your clinician or dietitian before increasing it. Instead of obsessing over a perfect number, look at each meal and ask, where is the meaningful protein source? At breakfast, that could be Greek yogurt, eggs with a side of yogurt, cottage cheese, milk, calcium-fortified soy milk, tofu, or a protein-rich oatmeal bowl. At lunch, it could be fish, chicken, lean meat, tofu, tempeh, beans, lentils, or a combination of these foods. Dinner can contain another useful serving, but it no longer has to carry the entire day. And remember, a protein powder is a convenience food, not a magical treatment. Use one if chewing, appetite, cost, or convenience makes ordinary food difficult. But first, look at the entire day. If this is already correcting one mistake you have been making, tap the like button and subscribe. I make practical, healthy aging videos to help you protect your strength, mobility, and independence. Number 3, do not undereat. This is the quiet mistake that can defeat an otherwise high-protein diet. Some people become so focused on avoiding sugar, fat, or weight gain that they simply stop eating enough food. Others lose appetite because of medication, loneliness, dental problems, illness, or changes in taste and smell. When your body does not receive enough total energy, it may use some dietary protein as fuel instead of reserving it for repair and rebuilding. That is why a plate containing only chicken breast and vegetables is not automatically the perfect muscle meal. Your muscles also need energy to train and recover. Depending on your medical needs, that energy can come from foods such as oats, fruit, beans, potatoes, brown rice, whole grains, olive oil, nuts, seeds, and avocado. Carbohydrates are not the enemy of muscle. They can help fuel activity, while protein supplies amino acids. The goal is not to eat unlimited refined carbohydrates. It is to build a balanced plate you can sustain. Try this simple pattern. Include a quality protein source, a high-fiber carbohydrate, colorful vegetables or fruit, and some healthy fat. Also pay attention to unintentional weight loss. If your clothes are becoming looser, your appetite has fallen, or your weight is dropping without trying, do not celebrate automatically. In an older adult, unexplained weight loss can include valuable muscle and deserves a conversation with a healthcare professional. Number 4, protect the recovery window.
Exercise is the request for stronger muscle. Recovery is when your body tries to answer that request. If you train hard every day, sleep poorly, or remain exhausted from illness or stress, the rebuilding process can suffer. Most older adults should avoid hard training of the same muscles on back-to-back days when starting. Give those muscles time to recover while staying gently active with walking, mobility work, or balance practice. Sleep matters as well. Many adults over 65 do well with roughly 7 to 8 hours, although individual needs vary. If pain, frequent urination, snoring, breathing pauses, restless legs, or insomnia repeatedly disturb your sleep, do not dismiss it as just aging. Discuss it with a healthcare professional. And do not underestimate hydration. Even mild dehydration can make a workout feel harder and may worsen dizziness. Drink regularly unless your medical team has placed you on a fluid restriction.
One more point. Soreness is not the goal. You may feel that your muscles worked, especially when you begin, but sharp pain, joint pain, chest symptoms, or severe breathlessness are signals to stop, not proof that the exercise is effective. Number 5, find the hidden break. If you are eating well and exercising, but your strength continues to decline, do not assume you are lazy or that aging is the only explanation. Several treatable problems can act like a brake on muscle health. Vitamin D deficiency can contribute to muscle weakness. Anemia can leave you tired and unable to train effectively. Thyroid disorders, poorly controlled diabetes, chronic inflammation, nerve problems, and some medications can also affect strength, balance, appetite, or energy. This does not mean you should buy a shelf full of supplements. More is not always better, and very high doses of vitamin D can be harmful. Instead, ask your clinician to review the whole picture. Your rate of strength loss, recent weight change, diet, medications, medical conditions, and whether targeted blood tests are appropriate. Seek urgent medical help for sudden weakness, especially weakness on one side, facial drooping, trouble speaking, new confusion, or severe difficulty walking. That is not ordinary age-related muscle loss. This fifth step matters because no amount of protein powder can correct an untreated medical cause of weakness. Now let me show you a simple way to track leg strength and endurance. The CDC uses a 30-second chair stand as a functional assessment. For home tracking, place a firm, straight-backed chair against a wall so it cannot slide. Ideally, have someone nearby for safety. Sit in the middle of the chair with your feet flat. If you can do so safely, cross your arms over your chest. Start a 30-second timer, stand fully, sit down with control, and repeat.
Count how many complete stands you perform. Do not attempt this alone if you are unsteady, have recently fallen, or normally need your arms to stand. In that case, ask a clinician or physical therapist to assess you safely. This is not a diagnosis, and there is no need to compete with someone else's number. Record your own result and repeat the test under similar conditions about once a month, not every day. The direction over time matters more than a single score. If your number steadily falls or you suddenly struggle to rise from the chair, speak with a healthcare professional. If you safely try the test, come back and share your result in the comments. More importantly, repeat it after 4 weeks of consistent strength training and tell us whether it changes. Here is what these ideas can look like in real life. For breakfast, have a bowl of Greek yogurt with oats, berries, and chopped nuts. If you prefer a savory breakfast, choose 2 eggs with whole grain toast and a side of yogurt or calcium-fortified soy milk. For lunch, make a bowl with chicken, tuna, tofu, or tempeh. Add beans or lentils, a serving of brown rice or potatoes, and plenty of colorful vegetables. For an afternoon snack, choose cottage cheese with fruit, yogurt, roasted edamame, or a smoothie made with milk or fortified soy milk. A protein powder is optional, not required. For dinner, have fish, lean meat, tofu, tempeh, or a generous lentil and bean dish. Add vegetables, olive oil, and a sensible serving of rice, quinoa, or potatoes. Adjust the portions to your body size, appetite, blood sugar needs, and medical advice. Plant-based eaters can absolutely build a strong diet, but may need larger portions or a combination of legumes, soy foods, whole grains, nuts, and seeds to reach an adequate daily total. Let's bring everything together. Protein is essential, but it is only one part of the muscle-preserving system. Number 1. Give your muscles a clear strength signal at least twice a week. Number 2. Reach an appropriate daily protein intake and spread useful sources across your meals. Number 3. Eat enough total energy to train and recover. Number 4. Protect sleep, hydration, and recovery time. And number 5. Investigate hidden medical or nutritional problems when weakness continues. You are not too old to become stronger. The goal is not to look like a bodybuilder. The goal is to rise from a chair, climb stairs, carry your shopping, recover from illness, and remain independent for as long as possible. Start small, but start consistently. Choose 2 strength days this week. Add a real protein source to breakfast. Record your chair stand results safely. Those 3 actions will tell your body that your muscles are still needed. If you know someone over 60 who keeps buying protein shakes but is still becoming weaker, share this video with them. Subscribe and turn on notifications for more practical, evidence-based healthy aging guidance. And remember, your age is a number, your daily habits are the signal. I'm Dr. Richard, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.